It's time for another convention video. Alright, Thursday, first day of the convention. Thursday was pretty chill. Since it was Thursday, people were still at work and not everyone was there, but the foreign lines that were there still managed to wrap around the corners of the con by just a few people, which is quite nice. And I said lines, plural, because there were multiple lines for VIP, deluxe, general admissions, and then re-entry, which actually confused me because for the other conventions that I go to, like Animazement and Animate, you would typically get your badge inside the con itself. The line that is shown in this clip right here is actually the re-entry line. And I, like an idiot, got into the line thinking that you get the ticket inside. So this is me in the wrong line. In the next clip, I'm actually in the correct line. I'm just saying that I went into the convention like an idiot without the ticket. Not really much happened. I walked around the convention. I got some photos taken of me, which is quite nice. I also went to a panel or two, talking about like cosplay, how to do project book. It was quite decent. I did go get something for someone. I actually had gotten an autograph for LolaRoyale, who is a Eldritch VTuber that I watch and also love to annoy the shit out of. And it was their birthday week that weekend. They said they weren't able to make it, but they saw that the actor was there, so I asked him like, hey, would you like me to get an autograph from them? They said yes, so I got it for them, their birthday gift from me. Alright. I'm gonna go take the cosplay off, but I'm gonna stay there. There's some cameras that I do want to get. So, yeah. Alright, I'm out of costume. So I'm probably gonna break each day up into segments where I'm in one part where I'm in costume and then the other part where I'm out of costume, because it gets too hot. But I am going to be asking people for photos that I do find. And the panels are great. Sadly, I didn't record any of the panels, so I'm just going to substitute that with me just walking around the dealer's alley and the artist alley.
Look at the tip tiger and bring you the sword.
Get them all Wanda. Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
Here's some of the photos that I took with people on Thursday. And then before heading off, I was able to get some food. Oh, Chick-fil-A, I love them. Alright, Friday. Friday it had a little bit more activities. I did walk around a little bit more. I went to the game room to play a couple games, that being some Street Fighter 6 and some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I haven't played in probably like a year or two. And I also went to some more panels, and the one that I'm going to be showing soon is more about planning your cosplays for conventions, which I need to do more because I cannot sit down in this cosplay whatsoever. Because the wings of the cosplay or the hip armor, it's not flexible at all. It doesn't move up and down. It's contact limited. Okay. But besides that, here's the first panel I managed to record.
And I announced this panel just a couple of days ago on my personal account, and nobody liked the story. I was like, nobody's gonna show up, no problem at all, this will be easy, right? So I'm feeling a little intimidated right now, and I think many of you, when you go into cosplay planning and start thinking about your cosplays, you're probably feeling the same way. So, right now, we're in the same boat, I'm with all y'all, and yeah, let's get started. First off, information about me. I know cosplaying is kind of intimidating to get into, and you are in good hands. So, if you're asking, who's this dude? My name is Rawrchar, or at least that's my name on Instagram. Pronouns are he, him, and his. I've been cosplaying for a little over 10 years, so since 2016. I've done over 50 different cosplays. I was trying to think about this a few months ago, and I think I got up to 40 something, and I knew there were some that I was forgetting. And as long as I've been cosplaying, I have racked up a couple achievements for myself. I'm an award-winning craftsman in cosplay, I'm an award-winning performer, and I am a viral content creator. As far as my skills go, I can do sewing, I can do foam work to build armor, I can do 3D printing, I make a lot of my props that way, and also I can make wigs. Right now, I'm not wearing a wig. If this was a wig, it would be a very good wig because it looks very realistic, but not a wig. And then last but not least, I have ADHD. That's attention deficit hyperactive disorder for anybody who doesn't know. What that means is that I am horrible at planning. I'm horrible at starting to just to make something clear. Should you not cosplay based on what age you are? No. Okay. So we know that there are people who cosplay characters of all different ages from all different ages. So I've seen very young people cosplaying very old characters. I've seen people who have a lot of wisdom cosplaying very young characters. What about your gender, right? If you are a man, should you really cosplay somebody who is a woman or perhaps non-binary?
Please do.
Please do, right? Absolutely, yes. Being a different gender than the person you're cosplaying is actually a great way to explore gender. For example, here's somebody bubblegum HD. This is a cis man who is also like one of the best Rapunzel cosplayers I have ever seen. How about your body type? Do you think you should cosplay certain characters based on your body type?
No.
No? Exactly. When I first started cosplaying, I did not have the biceps that I have now. However, I can feel a little bit more confident in certain characters, and actually a big part of the reason that I decided to start going to the gym was for cosplay. And when I started going to the gym, I'd already been doing cosplays, and that is a great way to improve your self-image is by embodying characters that you care a lot about. How about your race? Are there certain characters that you should not do? Well, actually, let me rephrase it. Is there some of you probably accidentally did. Should you not cosplay? Cosplayer, this is him. He is so cool. I love this cosplay. I think it's the coolest thing. And this is something that like a regular white dude might not have thought to do because he might have not wanted to adapt the cosplay to fitness. And so I think like this is my favorite Annie cosplayer. I think that's so cool. How about because you have a disability? Is that a reason not to cosplay? I mean, it can be hard to like get around a con if you're in a, you know, if you have a mobility disability or something like that. So should you not cosplay because of a disability?
No.
No, you should absolutely cosplay. In fact, this is an awesome cosplayer who is in a wheelchair, and he crafted his entire cosplay while he was like, you know, from his wheelchair, and then gets to wear it at cons and go around and have a ton of fun that way. He's one of my favorite cosplayers as well. And based on your skill level as well. Let's say you don't have any skills in crafting yet. Does that mean that you shouldn't cosplay? No, absolutely not. In fact, I had no idea how to cosplay when I started cosplaying. None of us do. You just sort of figure it out as you go along. It makes sense, right? But I think it does. And the reason why is because I said list the resources you need, not buy the resources you need, right? So you're gonna wanna list out everything you need and then list out your tasks. And then only once you know how you're gonna make the thing can you really figure out how long it's gonna take. A lot of the times we tend to do this in the opposite direction, right? Where we think, I want to have this cosplay done for this convention, and then that convention is in 2 weeks, and then you try to do it anyways, and because you have ADHD and Monster Energy, you bought at Food Lion at 11 p.m., you can, and the support of your good friend who's cosplaying Gojo, you can sort of make it happen, but it's not fun. Like, it's really not fun. And what does cosplay mean again?
Having fun.
Play. What does play mean?
Having fun.
Fun, exactly. So, I like to figure out my timeline after I list everything out because it's harder to lie to myself about how quickly I can get something done.
And then take that timeline.
Take the timeline and double it. That's a great thing to do.
And then after the panels, I went back down to the Jails Alley to see if I can find something. Alright, I'm on my way back to the car so that way I can take off the cosplay. Because I have some bad news about it. But first, got a little ick. Alright, got out of costume. Now, I can freely do whatever I want. That is impressive. I don't tend to stay late for these conventions. I'm a little hungry at the moment, but I got to go back down to my couple. This is the end of Friday. Okay, Saturday. Saturday was the busiest day for the convention, as would all conventions universally. I got some more photos taken. I actually went to a little thing where you can take some photos with some lizards. You can hold them, you can brush them. It's like a little toothbrush, you know, brush their scales. You can have like lizards. And I did go to some more panels, and I did, near like the end of this day, I did just play a whole bunch more video games. But for this day, I did try to go find some like Ruby merch, but I sadly wasn't able to find any. The only Ruby merch that I did seem to find was of just keychains, and I already have a ARC keychain.
Jesus! Jesus!
that keep trying to keep the type
I'm going back to the car. There's way too many people in there. I just got dumped by about 33 kids asking for a photo. And the kids really like the sword, so I let them do it. I finally had a costume. Getting too hot. Right now, I am free to sit down. I can finally sit down now that I'm out of my cosplay. That feels sweet. This is another entrance to the con.
So I just went in real life.
I did manage to get some more footage of another panel I went to that talks about how to build up your platforms for cosplaying or just building your YouTube channel in general.
So sound quality on that is pretty great. You just gotta be careful with I always recommend not having a lot of electronics next to that while you're recording because it can mess up your sound quality, but they're pretty good for the price. Take your TikTok videos and post them on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. You want to download the clean version of the video without the watermark because all of these companies don't like each other and they throttle you for having a watermark. So, let's see. TikTok's really good for finding your niche and interacting with.
I'm gonna get some food now. Alright, so this is kind of me wrapping up on Saturday. Here's some of the footage that I got from playing video games.
Yeah, this controller sucks too. I'm fucking jumping when I'm not supposed to. It is what it is. Yeah. I didn't have my fucking jumper.
You rage quit? No, I'm joking.
You rage quit? It's fucking the game.
The game posed itself. It crashed.
Awesome. Thank you. You have a good
Alright, so this is going to be the ending for Saturday. I was exhausted that day, and I'm exhausted now because I'm recording this part at 2:40 in the morning. But still, Saturday, it was exhausting. I did manage to meet another Ruby cosplayer. They were dressed up as Yang, so I'm going to put the photo up right here. I did see a Ruby Rose cosplayer, but sadly, I was already out of costume, and I couldn't find them, but still, I am glad that I managed to find a fellow Ruby cosplayer as well. Sunday. Sunday was the burnout day of the week. The convention was closing early that day at 5 p.m. People were leaving. People were wrapping up what they were doing. People were closing down their booths, which is understandable. Everyone was burned out from the convention. I did manage to get some stuff for my mom and my dad, mainly just some autographs.
I mean, it's at a Target.
You gotta top load it first. Down. Put this in 1997 BC. In 1997. Thank you so much.
Okay, convention recap. It was fun. I'll start off with the pros. It was GalaxyCon, so there's a lot of people who attend it year after year. It was big. There's a lot of people there. Got a ton of photos taken. Met some nice people. Met a lot of new cosplayers as well. And got a whole lot more footage than I have in the past convention videos that I have. I'm starting to record properly now on my iPhone. But that kind of wraps up for the pros. Now for like some of the cons. Alright, some of the cons of the convention. It felt kind of stale. And what I mean by that is just that it felt like I'm seeing the same vendors every time I go there each and every year, no matter if it's anime, or GalaxyCon. It just feels like I'm seeing the same things over and over again. But that's not really their fault, and so it shouldn't really be counted against them. I am glad to see the same people there and there, but I just kind of wish that there's some different inventory. Like I said earlier in the video, I was trying to search for some Ruby stuff, but I sadly wasn't able to find anything except for some like keychains and stuff. Another thing about the convention was it was smaller than last year. Last year it expanded to 3 of the hotels, but then it went back down to just the Marriott and the convention itself. And it felt like everything just downgraded in quantity and a little bit in quality, but mostly in quantity. The game room, there wasn't as many consoles as before. There wasn't really much to do there. I don't think there was any tournaments this year. I could be wrong about that. I don't think there was any like fighting game tournaments there. at all. But like, you can correct me if I am wrong, which I probably am. But it kind of just brings back to my first point, was that it just felt stale. Alright, and that's GalaxyCon. Thank you if you stuck by this far. Please go show support to any people that I shouted out in the video, or anyone that you did see. I do have a Twitch that I do try to stream on. I am trying to get to affiliate, and once I do, I'm going to be doing a cosplay stream. I don't know what game though. For the moment, it's probably going to be Ruby Arrowfell, just because I already have the Rusted Knight armor cosplay. Then I also have a Resident Evil 4 cosplay of the Merchant. But I can also probably do other cosplays in the future as well, but I don't know what I'll do. I am going to try to make more cosplay videos. I am going to try to do more cosplays as well. But at the moment, college classes have already started again, so I probably won't be as active on any of my platforms as I usually am. But then again, I mostly lurk. But if you want to, please go follow my Twitch, please go follow my Instagram and my Twitter if you do want to show some support. And that's going to be it. Hopefully I'll make another video or continue the series on other videos. I'm really tired. It's 3 in the morning. Please do leave a like. But good night.